Hiya folks, JD here, and today we're going to be taking up the SJRC Z5 GPS quad again. Now, after the first flight I went home, I looked at the footage, I assembled it all, I edited it all together into one video so that you could all easily watch, and I was astounded at how good this quadcopter is. I went back over the footage, I zoomed in at various locations just to ensure that I could see the quadcopter at distance in the video, and it was just immensely stable. It was really good. The video was a bit of a whitewash, but to be fair, you're gonna get that. You know, people that turn around and say, well, my 70-pound quadcopter camera is terrible. It's gonna be. It ain't gonna be DJI quality at all. It's probably gonna be whitewashed. The clarity isn't gonna be there, the quality isn't gonna be there, and it may be quite noisy. Now, this wasn't that noisy, but I did notice it was very grey. Now, that could be because when I was flying it, well, the day was very grey. It is January, and it is the UK. What else do you expect? But the overall flight was very good. Now, I thought I'd bring her down to this small field here today and fly her around somewhere new and actually take her up a bit higher and get her out a little bit and see exactly how good how well she does in a different setting. So today we're going to be looking at the camera mostly. We're going to be trying to see if we can zoom into some of these trees and see exactly how well in different lights that camera actually works. So I tell you what, my friends, I'm going to shut up. Let's get this thing in the air. And we're up. And we look to be pretty good. Now sorry about this folks, I'm gonna click record on the transmitter. There's gonna be some beeping for a little minute. I'm gonna just try and see if I can get some footage directly from using the transmitter buttons. We did the other day. I want to get a little bit more. It's just so incredibly stable. I mean, we've got a 5-mile-an-hour wind today, which is not letting up, it's just constant. And do you know what? I'm very impressed with that. I really am. Moving about, corrected itself, and also the level at those two propellers, because the front arms are slightly higher than the back. There's literally only a couple of millimeters between the front propellers and the back, and it just works so incredibly well. No, I can't do it. I gotta turn off that beeping. Sorry, I really can't be doing with that beeping constantly, and I'm sure you can't either. Just take her up and she hangs. No problem at all. Let's take a couple of photos, because I always take photos of me, and to be fair, who really wants to see my face? Let's take her out. So she's in speed mode 2, I believe. Now she's in speed... Yeah, now she's in speed mode 2. She was in speed mode 1. Oh, do you know what? It's just incredibly good. And yes, you can see those white LEDs very well. And they especially are easy to see because of this grey background that we've got with the clouds. Do you know what? This has been like this for about 2 days. I'm not looking forward to the storm that's going to be rolling in when with these clouds. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be a couple of days of repeated rain and high winds, no doubt. I can see that, you know, you can definitely tell the camera itself has got... it picks out different colours. It is okay, but it is quite whitewashy. So what I'm going to try and do, try being the operative word, because I'm not a GPS, I'm not a quadcopter photographer. I'm going to go a little bit forward, crawl forward. Let's put it into speed mode 1. I'm going to crawl forward so that we can get some little bit of quality, perhaps. Oh, she's being buffered quite a lot by the wind. Let her just lock herself for the second, because I was moving her and she was drifting a bit. There we are, she's locked herself again, that's good. That wind is... because she's out there, she's right out in the clearing, so she's got literally a straight path from... the wind has got a straight path from there right the way through. Oh yeah, I'm going to bring her back a little bit there. Put her back into speed mode 2, bring her back. All I'm going to do is I'm going to look over this way. And I'm going to try and see, because I think it's probably better that I look at the quad. So let's have a little look and see where am I. So let's take her in there for a little minute and let's see. You can see now, the GoPro is looking at this particular bush here, this bramble, and you can see the greens, the reds of the stem, you can see the thorns. But obviously we've got this particular quadcopter as well, which is looking at the bramble as well. If I bring the camera down a bit, you should be able to see it a bit better. There we go, helps if I move the wheel the right way around. So you can see the difference in the two. I mean, obviously I'm standing quite close, the quadcopter is hovering above. But you can see the difference. Now, I know comparing a 70-pound quadcopter to a GoPro is quite silly. I'm aware of that. But I just wanted to show you the sort of the colour difference between sort of this camera and another camera, and the only camera I've got with me for the second is the one strapped to my head. Now, once again, we've got no problems from signal. Signal is great, everything else looks to be good. Now, what I'm going to try gesture mode and see exactly how we go with that. So for gesture mode, all you've got to do is click this button here. Under adequate light circumstances, again, we may not have it here today, camera follows the light direction within 3 meters. Take video is high 5, and 2 is take photos. So if I slide to start, I'm going to try some photos. So let's try that. Now, I don't know if it is taken or if it's not. It is moving around quite a lot. I'm looking to see whether the photo. Let's try again. I'm looking to see if the photo icon is moving, as in if someone's, you know, depressing it, if it's been activated. Can't see anything there. Video. No, can't see anything there either. It is moving around a lot. Maybe let's get a bit closer. No. Okay, that's fine. I've just clicked video just to get a little bit of video, but that's okay. I mean, again, another gimmicky feature that nobody really wants, but at least with this quad I can't fault the flight. With a lot of these gimmicky features, I can fault the gimmicky features and the flight isn't good, but with this it's the other way around. Now we've got, what have we got? Let's have a little look. Let's take her down a little way here and see what we've got. I'm auto-correcting because she's getting buffeted quite a bit, quite substantially. And there's the tree that fell down in the last storm that we had. It's a bit of a shame, that. And this is another place that I fly around here. I'm sure you recognise that place. So let's bring her back to me. She's got good line of sight as well, and it's pretty straight solid when she comes back. Yeah, very, very happy with this, my friends. Let's take her up. And let's take her over. Let's take her for a little bit of a flight. Work those motors a little bit. Again, still got good FPV. Still got good FPV. Okay, it's a bit jittery now and again, but at least it's not breaking up. It hasn't frozen, you know. It is still quite literally. It is, look, it's still going. Still going. You know, and it's good. It's at a bit of distance as well that we're seeing that. And I really appreciate good FPV. I know it's, at the end of the day, this is 5G Wi-Fi FPV. And I tend to find, obviously, the 5G is better, as you would expect it to be. But, you know, you still have little bits like that where it just freezes for literally for about a fifth of a second. And then it just comes back to you. Oh, do you know what? Love it. Love line of sight as well. Flying line of sight is fantastic. This battery, I can't get over. I really can't. We're just above halfway. Got so much battery life left in it. Height at 18.2 meters. Distance at 60 meters when I turned around there. Very, very nice. Now, how stable is she up there? So if I put the air brakes on and she locks herself, now you should still be able to see me in the frame. Yeah, absolutely you can. You know what? She's not too bad. You'd expect her to be buffeted quite a bit up there because you have got quite strong winds up at height. She's up at, what is she up at? 18.2 meters. Let's take her up a little bit higher. 22 meters. And again, no problem there. Let's move this camera down a little bit so you can see exactly where she is. There we are. She's right the way over. Look at that. And she's getting video recording. I'm recording the screen. Great signal. Battery has just dropped below halfway, up at 22.5 meters and a distance of 28.2. And she sat there for a good time before I decided to bring her down. Oh, she's wobbling a little bit. She gets buffeted by the breeze as she's coming down. Do you know what though? Yeah, I love this one. This is one for the collection. This is one to keep, most certainly. And I think in time, let's get a run cam strapped to her when the weather's a little bit nicer. And I don't want a high definition, you know, high quality video of grey. Nobody needs that in their life. But yeah, well, let's get a bit of that attached and let's see exactly how we go. Oh, we got birds. We're okay though. We're okay. The birds are okay. I always get concerned around birds because you never know, because there's a lot of birds of prey around here. Hell of a lot of bird of prey. And I don't want them to ever get injured or anything like that. I don't care two hells about the quadcopter, but you know, I don't want the birds to ever get hurt. So yeah, nice. Look at that. Really, really nice. Really solid. Second flight almost complete, and yeah, it's a winner in my book, my friends. Have you flown it? What do you think? I don't want people to say the camera's awful. Yeah, we know the camera isn't great, but at the same time, what do you think about the flight? I mean, SJRC, fair play to them. They make some good birds. Really make some good birds. I mean, their features leave a lot to be desired. But then, to be fair, if I was building a quadcopter, I would literally have a dumb quadcopter with a 720 or 1080 high quality camera with a good processing board on board, and I wouldn't have any gimmicky features. I would just quite literally have what I need to fly, and that's it. And you know, look at that, the flying rectangle, and it's just quite literally, it just holds itself there. That's really good, really good. Can't see the blue LEDs at height. Can see the white ones though. They're white are piercing. The white really is piercing. Up we go. But yeah, it's just good. It's quite literally just good. And that's it. Great little flyer, my friends. Right, battery is just under half. So before too long, it's going to be alerting for low voltage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to arc her back around, ooh, and then bring her back to me. There we go. Bring her in, drift her in, drift her in. Yeah, there we go. Lush. And then we have it. So we have the Z5. Very, very well done. Very, very well done, SJRC. Very good. Right. Okay. Let's move her around. Let's stop this video recording. And let's go for a JD landing. Oh, she bounced quite well. Did you see that? There we go. And she's off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ha! Really, 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 really damn good. And yeah, you know what? In my book, my friends, that is a winner. Absolutely. So you can see from the quality of the camera, you know, it's not great. It really isn't. But at the same time, when you get flight as good as this, I'm willing to overlook that. Absolutely. I'll let you know it's not good, obviously. And you've got eyes in your head. You can see that the video footage isn't fantastic either. But all in all, it's really good. Let's talk about this for a second. This is really nice. If you fly her with the bottom in, it is quite difficult, and you'll find that it is quite slippy, and it will slip out of your hands. If you bring the bottom out, so you've got something to clasp onto as you fly, I tell you what, it's very, very comfortable. It's very light as well, which is good. And the FPV boom locks in properly. My phone didn't once fall back on my hand. Fake antennas, what's the point? Get rid of them. You've also got your buttons work perfectly, and these rollers, I'm a massive fan of rollers. I really am. That is a winning transmitter. Again, styled on DJI, but still, it doesn't matter who they're styled on, it just works. And the same for this guy. Start to rain again. Same for this guy. It just works very, very, very nicely indeed. I mean, it is just quite literally attention to detail with this. Folds back, folds forward, ends up in a beautiful rectangle like that, you know what I mean? And it's got a really small real estate as well. I mean, it fits in the palm of my hand, look at that. you know, it fits in my hand rather. It's just really, really, really nice, really solid. Hell of a good quadcopter there. Yeah, very impressed indeed. Buffeted by the wind, no problem. White LEDs at the front, very easy to see. Blue at the back, can't see them. But yeah, all in all, very, very good indeed, my friends. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.